Good morning, dear students. So today we are studying the chapter business environment, and we have studied some of the parts of it. And today we are going to study the dimensions of a business environment. So we know what is business environment. Now we will see which are the dimensions from the angles, from different angles, how we can see the business environment. Okay. So in the dimensions, the first one that we have to study is called as the economic environment. Economic environment consists of economic systems, economic policies, and economic conditions prevailing in the country. So there are different types of economic systems available in different countries. See, for example, there are mainly three types of economic system. The first one is called as the socialist economic system, capitalist economic system, and mixed economic system. Socialist economic system means that where we are giving more freedom to the people, more privatization, so people are fully free. So there is no any government properties or government organized businesses. Every part of business can be done by private, and like such as a country like America and all is following socialist system. And there are some countries where they are following capitalist economic system, like China and all is following capitalist economic system, where the entire resources of the country are controlled by the government, and people are working and they are getting, government officers are there, they will be working and they get the salaries. And another system that is available is called as the mixed economic system. So that is available in India. We have both. A mixed economic system means that there are advantages of a socialist economic system as well as capitalist economic system. So there are public companies also, private companies also, and government companies. Every things are there. It is of mixed up with the all. So the advantages of socialization as well as the capitalization can be made use. The next one is called as the economic policies, like export import policy, taxation policy, industrial policy, etc. So these are the different policies available in a country. So export import policies are there. So see, companies, different countries will be following different type of policy for export and import. So some companies may be majorly depending on the importing, and some companies will be mostly exporting. Some companies will be mixed up with the, most of the companies are mixed up with the importing and exporting. So there are different policies are used for that. Okay. The next one is called as the taxation policy. In some countries the tax systems will be very much higher, whereas in some countries they use a very less amount of tax. If the country is well developed and the government is having sufficient amount of income, then they do not use much amount of tax. The next one is called the industrial policy, the attitude of government towards the industries. There are different policies towards that. So these kind of policies are prevailing in the country. The next one is called as the economic conditions, like such as the national income, general price level, rate of interest, etc. So what if a country is whether a country is a developing country, if the national income of a country is very much high, so a country will be called as a developed country, and it will be a wealthy country. The country has got sufficient amount of money or wealth with the country. Then there are some kind of other countries where they may not have much amount of their national income of the country may not be very much. Poor countries are there, developing countries are there. So all these type of different type of countries will be there. So these are called the economic conditions. Then the general price level, okay, the price of the products. It is depending on the country. In different countries there will be different type of price levels will be there of the products as well as the things that are available, and different methods or different types of pricing systems are. Then rate of interest. So the rate of interest is mostly decided by the government, and the government plays a very much important role in this one. So especially like the central bank of a country will be deciding the rate of interest. See, like in India, it is decided by the RBI, and RBI will be setting different types of interest system. So that will be there. So these are the different factors that are going to impact the economic environment. So the economic environment is depending on the economic systems, economic policies, and economic conditions available in the country. So they may create threats or offers opportunities to business. Hence, the businessman must timely scan the forces of economic environment so that threats may be avoided and opportunities may be encashed. So there are some threats as well as there are some opportunities. Threats means the problems. So if the economic conditions or economic environment is very much good, then the country will there will be a lot of opportunities. But whereas the country's economic conditions are not good, then there will be some threats. Okay, so see, like if a country is not having, like in India we know, like this coronavirus problem is there, and because of that the country is facing problems. So the petrol price has been increased. So the country is not having sufficient amount of money for handling the problem. So then in order to collect more money, they will use they see, like in international market the petrol price is low. Okay, but the government is using government increased the price because the tax of the petrol has been increased. So the means that government can acquire more amount of income, or more money can be gained, and that money can be utilized for the facing the coronavirus problem. So you know, there are so many type of problems are there, so many issues are there. Like if a patient is found positive in corona, then they are taken by government. Okay, so government is taking the treatment of them, and you know, the police, the other doctors or nurses and other social workers, all these people are there, and they are entirely working for this one, and all these activities require a huge amount of money, and the government needs to do something for getting more money. Then there are some impact of this economic environment on business. The following are the main examples of the impact of economic environment on business. A decrease in bank interest rates significantly increases the demand of goods, and vice versa. See, for example, if the government is decreasing the bank interest rates, so now we know that India is facing a inflationary situation, and the demand for the products, especially like high value products like cars and machineries, all these are not demanded much. So the government has decreased the bank rates, interest rates, so that the people will be able to get more loans and purchase the product, so that the demand can be created. So when the bank rate is reduced, normally the money in the hands of the people will increase, because people can take more loans, and then they will be able to purchase more products. So then the demand of the goods will increase. Whereas if the government is, if the people are having more money, and if huge demand is there for the product, then the banks may increase the bank rates, interest rates. So then the demand for the products will come down. Another example is there. A rise in the income of the people leads to increase the demand of the goods, and vice versa. So the income level of people. So when we studied in the last year, we have studied about demand, and we studied about demand, and in that we have already saw that the demand is depending on the availability of money. So if the people are having more money, they will demand for more goods. More money with the people means more products will be purchased. If I am having more money, I will purchase more products. Like in coronavirus situations are there, and we are not having much money, so we will purchase less products. So the demand for the products will be less. Now you can see, if you go to the markets, you can find that the people are not ready to purchase any high value products. they mostly purchase grocery items, vegetables and fruits, all the things which is necessary for them to survive now. But earlier, if these problems were not there, then people will be more demanding for luxury products. Okay, now if even rich people will not be interested to purchase any luxury products, because they, first of all, they do not require any luxury products. If you see like good if you are going outside, if you are meeting with people, then only luxury products are required. When you are sitting fully, country is in a lockdown situation and you are sitting inside home, so if you are having an Apple mobile phone and sitting at your home, there is no any fun in that, is it not? If you are having an Apple mobile phone, you should go around with that and you should show somebody that you are having an Apple mobile phone, then only there is some value for that. You are purchasing Apple mobile phone and sitting at your home and using it, then you may not feel, means you can use it. I am not telling that you should not use, but you can use it. You means you better facilities or better features are there. But mostly people use Apple mobile phone in order to show somebody that I am having Apple mobile phone, not for the purpose of using or getting the facilities, isn't it? Or any other luxury products are there. So such type of products demand has to come down. Then next one, high inflation rate increases the cost of business. Inflation and deflation can affect the business. Okay, so that is about the economic environment. Then the next topic that we have to study is the social environment. Okay, so social environment, you are familiar with the word social, society. What is things which are related to the society. So here the social environment consists of social forces like traditions, values, social trends, fashions, wishes, hopes, level of education, standard of living, etc. So these different factors are there, like social, like traditions. So the tradition, different countries or different areas has got different type of traditions. See, for example, in India we are having different traditions. So if you, for example, if girls are wearing very fashionable dress, then as per our tradition, our grandparents and so on, they will say that this is not good, you are not supposed to wear this type of dresses, all these things, but if you are in a foreign country or if you are in another country, their tradition is not that it is any type of dress they can wear. So they go around with dress, means any funny dress or funny hairstyle or whatever things that you are having, there is nobody is going to ask anything, because you are not, means you are, their grandparents are doing, their parents are doing, so you are doing. There is no any fun in that, there is no any problem in that. Do you understand? But in our, as per our traditions, we are not allowed to do this type of things. Okay, and we mostly like in, as per our countries, this one, we are more religious people, more depending on religion. So if whatever things are there, that it is not going to affect us, but when religion comes into our mind, then we are very much passionate about that. Whatever may be the religion that you are following, but people, those who are people in India is more attached to the religions, but in foreign countries it may not be like that. So this is our tradition that we are following. Then the value systems, values. So this is also part of the tradition. All these factors are somewhat interconnected. So the different people has got different type of value setup, especially in different areas. So like country, in a country like a killing. Okay, so this or a killing or attacking people or any kind of things, or this, or love for other person, or social values, and these kinds of things are there. So these are the values that we get, so we don't, whatever things that we study or learn from our childhood and which we receive from our parents, teachers and the society, these things becomes the values. Okay, so these values will be developing. So if you have to do some activity, then these values will be there. So there is something called our prick of conscience. So these kinds of decisions are made. So when you are about to do any activity, anything, then these values in our value system is going to help us to make a decision. Social trends. So people have got some trends are there, like in our society, the trends that we are following. So now in our area, now we can say that the people are having like a health maintenance, so like Some people are going for doing exercise, walking, doing yoga. All these things are there. People, because earlier these things were not necessary, because people were more attached with the farm works, field works, and farming and so on, and they are working all throughout the day. But now people are more interested in office job, white collar jobs. So people, they don't want to work in the fields, and they have some cholesterol problem, fat, such kind of issues. Then they, in order to avoid that, they have to go for yoga or jogging, exercises, gym. All these things are necessary. Okay. The next is about fashions. Okay, so fashions are there, like different type of fashions we can see in the society, like use jeans. Earlier jeans were there fully plain, there was no any issues. Then after that faded jeans came. Then some parts of the jeans were faded, so faded was there. After that the crushed trends are there, damage fashion is there. So different type of fashions are there. Whatever the people do, that becomes a fashion. Not like what we are doing, but whatever some film stars or famous people, when they do something, even if by mistake they may be doing, but that will become a trend and a fashion. Okay, so we have to wear dress according to our fashion. So if a new fashion is appearing, and if we are selling products, like cloth markets and all are there, then if a new fashion is coming to the market, then people will be highly demanding for such type of products. And if it becomes old fashioned, then people will not demand for such products. Then wishes, hopes, all, it's like people of country will have, or the customers, people will have different type of wishes and demands are there. Different people will have such type of hopes or expectations are there. So according to that, they will be demanding for the products. The next one is called as the level of education. This is a very much important factor, level of education. So people, when they know about the when they are educated, if a society is well educated, they will know what product they have to purchase, and what should be the quality. They will be aware of the things that they are purchasing. But when if a country or if an area is a level of education is not there much, then any type of products can be sold, because they are not worried about the products that they are purchasing. First of all, they don't know what product they are purchasing, how they are using, anything they don't know. But when educated person is there, then they know. See, like if a product is the MRP of a product is 30 rupees, and if the shopkeeper is demanding for 35 rupees, if an educated person is there, then he may ask, he may question the why it is. So the product, the MRP is written as this much, and why are you demanding for more money than that? And if a person do not know anything, means if educational qualifications, education is not their, education levels are very much low, they may not be able to read what MRP is there, or they may not ask for a question like that. The next one is called a standard of living. So if standard of living is very much high, then people will be demanding for high quality products. And if the standard of living is low, then people will be demanding for low quality products. Okay, so this is the second thing. And so these are the social environment. And now let us see what are the impacts of social environment of business. The following are the main examples of the social environment on business. A large number of festivals in India provides opportunities for various businesses. So in India, we know there are so many different festivals are there, like Diwali is there, Holi is there. So there are so many festivals, and at the time of festival there will be demand for like if Diwali is there, then a lot of products like sweets and diya or lights, all these products are demanded. Crackers and so on, those so many products are demanded. At the time of Holi, then a lot of colors and pichkari, all these type of products are demanded. Different festivals are there at that time, the demand for, and like Raksha Bandhan is there, so at that time there will be a huge demand for the Rakhi or the Raksha that they are tying. So different quality products are there, and people started doing new shops for that. So these type of things are found. Okay, then individual freedom is a value which creates freedom of choice in the market. So if individual freedoms are there, people are free, more free people, then they have more freedom to purchase. So that like that. Social justice is a value which creates the social responsibility of business. So when there is a social responsibility, social justice, when social justice is prevail in the country, then there is social responsibility of business can be increased. It creates a social responsibility. So like that, there are some impact of a social environment is there. So that is about the social environment.